Can I win a double battle and a single battle with the very same team in Pokemon Champions? Today we will go full KALOS. We have all 3 KALOS starter Pokemon in our team. We have the super hard hitting Mega Delphox, we have Life Orb Greninja, we have a crazy defensive Chesnaught set, a very supportive Vivillon, and we have a Choice Scarf Diggersby which will go crazy today. And I promise, we won't stop battling in this crazy challenge until we get a win in both competitive ladders. And now, let the battles begin. Welcome in the Versus Network. My name is Versus and this here is the Mega KALOS starter Pokemon team that was wished by our viewer Pretambera. Thank you so much for wishing for the team. So guys, make sure that you are leaving your wish in the comments with which team we should try the next time to win as well a single battle and a double battle here in Pokemon Champions. Let's have a look at the team. For the start, we have a Mega Delphox, and this is actually the slot I decided to go for as a Mega Pokemon. It's always difficult to fit in more Mega Pokemon here. I thought going with Mega Delphox, pretty standard set here, just dishing out a lot of damage. Then we have Chesnaught, which is pretty interesting when you look at that. It's fully invested in special defense, and this is actually an iron defense set. Very, very sneaky set, more for the single battle part, I think, than the double battle. And of course, we have Greninja, just a protein life orb set here. Could be also Mega Greninja, for example, just with the same moveset. Then we have a Talonflame with Quick Guard, Tailwind, Dual Wing Beat, Flare Blitz. We have a Choice Scarf Diggersby here as well. I thought when we have the KALOS starter Pokemon, why not bringing all the other early Pokemon that you can get in the KALOS region. So we have Diggersby here as well as Vivillon with Rage Powder, Sleep Powder, Tailwind. I think these are a lot of cool sets here, just an overview. All pretty standard sets. We have a lot of speed here actually with Delphox, Greninja, Diggersby, Vivillon, but also something like Tailwind, Rage Powder, Sleep Powder. We can do some great stuff. Let's jump into the first battle, the double battle. There we go, our first opponent. He has also a Vivillon, which is pretty interesting. We see a lot of difficult stuff to handle, like the Goldengo, which is scary. We have a Venusaur, no Charizard here, that means no Sun. That should be a Mega Venusaur here. I think Delphox is insanely good in this matchup. We just have to take care of the Incineroar, which is a problem for Delphox, as well as the Basculegion here. I feel pretty good actually if we just lead with our own Vivillon. That could do actually a lot of work for us here overall. Together, I think we directly go with Delphox. I like Diggersby in the back. Just dishing out the Earthquakes in the late game should be quite nice. And then, last but not least, I think we can go for Greninja here. Yeah, Greninja deals so much damage to everything. Actually, we could also know. Let's start Greninja. Let's start Greninja Vivillon. That looks a little bit better. And then in the end game, I can just go for Earthquakes and having Delphox with Levitate here. That looks pretty nice. Of course, these teams that we are using here are not the craziest meta teams. This is more for having fun, but also having really good opponents. Our opponent is on a 3-win streak. We have a 4-win streak. We are at the moment in the Great Ball tier. And he starts with Vivillon and Basculegion, which is not the worst case scenarios. It's not the worst, actually. We have some options here. We could just go Tailwind. I'm just a little bit afraid that we could get Sleep Powdered by the other Vivillon. Because of that, I would actually like to try to put Vivillon asleep, which is risky for sure, and then we are going for a nice Dark Pulse into the Basculegion, which goes for a Protect. Nice Protect on my opponent's end here. We are going for the Dark Pulse. That is not great. We could have doubled up on the Vivillon. Are we faster? We are faster, which is huge actually for us. That we are faster here than our opponent. And Vivillon is asleep. I think Basculegion won't stay in here. Basculegion will switch out. I think Incineroar or Venusaur are pretty obvious switch-ins. I think I would like to get rid of the Vivillon here, thinking Basculegion must go out, so we go Ice Beam plus Bug Buzz. Oh no, it stays in. It just stays in, it just doesn't care what we are doing here. What will it go for? It's not too dangerous at the moment. Life Orb Greninja, it's fine. I think we can get rid of the Vivillon, which should be huge. Yeah, one turn of sleep there. Or, no, actually it was the second turn. Pretty lucky, could have woken up here. But Vivillon goes down, which is nice. What do we see here? A flip turn maybe? Just wave crashing into the Vivillon, which is not too shabby for us. We have the Focus Sash here, and we get a lot of recoil here on the Basculegion. That is also good to know. No Focus Sash on Basculegion here, definitely for us. We see Goldengo coming out, and still Greninja is in an awesome spot here, to be honest. We could do a ton of different things here. I think what I would like to do is going for a Rage Powder here, because I see I mean, should we go for Rage Powder? Does it make sense? I mean, if we get Aqua Jetted, it is what it is. I think we can pretty easily go for a Sleep Powder in the Basculegion here, and then going for a Dark Pulse in the Goldengo. We can't... Yeah, perfect. That is actually best case scenario, I think. We going for a Dark Pulse here, which is enough to get the KO. That is awesome. Greninja is cooking some good stuff here. That was predicted quite nicely. And brings us in an awesome position here. Basculegion just protected. That means no protect from Basculegion here in that next round. Incineroar comes out. I think we will just go for a protect here with our Greninja. And I think I like to get a little bit of chip damage onto the Incineroar if he lets me do that. But I don't want to get faked out by Incineroar here. Just going for the safe protect is the better option in my opinion. Via fake out into the Greninja. I could have also gone... no. Aqua Jet, fine. Okay, I thought I should have just gone for Sleep Powder here. But that should be good for us at the moment. I think what we can do... We have a lot of different options. What is the best we can do? We just protected. So Diggersby is a good late game sweeper. Just clicking Earthquake in the end game. And I don't think he can really handle that. We should get rid of Basculegion here. But Basculegion is so likely to go for a protect here that next round. It is so likely to go for that. I think I would like to get rid of the Incineroar instead. We just go for protect on the Delphox. And then we risk going for the Hydro Pump into the Incineroar here. I see Basculegion protecting. Or does it? If not, this was a misplay. No, just Aqua Jetting into us, which is fine as long as we connect with that Hydro Pump. And we do. Lucky us. That was really good damage in that Incineroar slot. Awesome. Having a lot of recall here with the Life Orb is fine. Citrus Berry goes out, but this is also okay. Darkest Lariat also. Double up into Delphox. I mean, now Delphox is a pretty obvious choice to attack in. I think I would love to go just for a Psychic and for a Dark Pulse into the Basculegion. I don't really think it protects. And if we get rid of Basculegion, the game is won with Diggersby in the back. I don't think that Aqua Jet actually can KO Diggersby. I'm pretty positive that it doesn't. Aqua Jet here is totally fine for me. We lived that, which is actually huge. Because now we get off the double into the Basculegion, which guarantees us the kill here. No question about that. And I think that should be already the win. In the end game, we can just bring in our Diggersby, clicking Earthquake, and Incineroar is done. I think Incineroar can't do anything here, just going for Darkest Lariat into our Delphox, which is nice. Actually, this is the first time I'm using Mega Delphox, which is insane using that the first time after so many months. But now we can just bring in our Diggersby, the Sleepy, and Diggersby can do what it can do best. Just going for an Earthquake, and we just going for Protect here. No need to risk anything. And then we should have the win with the team. Love that team. Was really, really nice, the combination of Greninja and Vivillon, and Greninja staying on the field all the time. That is sick. But now we're just going for the Earthquake, and I love that Diggersby gets the KO. I mean, against opponent which was on a 3-win streak. That means even though we are just in Great Ball tier, not the worst of opponents. And we have the win with our KALOS Mega Pokemon team. That is pretty cool. Love to see that here. Our win. But now, next thing that waits for us is actually the single battle format, and see if we can get a win there as well. Here is our single battle opponent, and he has a very good team. We see Mawile, we see Mimikyu, Garchomp, we see Double Weather and Basculegion once again. Chesnaught is actually pretty nice overall. It actually isn't. It's great against Basculegion, but not against Mawile at all. I think Delphox is a must bring here overall. But Chesnaught as well. Maybe I just bring the 3 starter Pokemon and see how it is going. That shouldn't be too bad if I play it that way. I think we can just go Greninja, yeah, let's go Greninja, Delphox, Chesnaught. I mean, that is what you guys wished for, and here we go. Talonflame actually is clearly built for double battles. It shouldn't be too good in singles here. The same goes for Vivillon. That is not a Quiver Dance set, which could be very helpful. But let's see what we can do and if we can get the win. We see Mimikyu, which is kind of good, kind of not so good. Mimikyu is difficult to deal with here, to be honest. We could simply just go for double Hydro Pump, but this could also be very scary. I wish I would have U-turned, then I could have U-turned out going into Delphox, clicking Heat Wave. Chesnaught is good as soon as we have an Iron Defense up. Before having that up, it is not that good. I think we need to stay in. We need to stay in, and I think double Ice Beam. We go double Ice Beam. Maybe Mimikyu will go for something like a Play Rough here and not getting the super effective damage. That is what I like to see, but Mimikyu is actually pretty scary for our trio here. I could have also gone for Dark Pulse and hope for flinches. Maybe, yeah, but then I'm totally up to flinching Mimikyu. Let's see what Mimikyu will do. I hope it goes for Swords Dance and getting a little bit greedy here. Let's hope it does. No, just straight for the Play Rough. And the Shadow Sneak will take us out is the problem. That is definitely a problem. I will preserve. Yeah, we need to play a little bit around that here. We need to preserve Greninja, because now just a Shadow Sneak is coming out. I think Chesnaught is great for that. Getting the Shadows... Oh no, Trick Room. Trick Room is crazy. Why? I mean, now that should open something for us. If you go Trick Room, I can just get out an Iron Defense. We should be faster now with our Chesnaught. I see our opponent having Mega Mawile, but with Trick Room I should just go for Ice Beam there. Oh, it goes for Curse. It goes for Curse. That is actually super scary. Okay, now I'm confused. I'm very confused. We need to go for a Leech Seed here. Mega Mawile will come in. We need to stall out the Trick Room a little bit. Play Rough misses, which is actually huge for us. That is pretty insane. I mean, that could help us out a lot. How much damage will we deal with these Leech Seed? It is not enough for a 2-hit KO actually. But together with our Spiky Shield, we should be fine. Okay, this is a crazy Mimikyu set, but actually we can stall out Trick Room quite nicely here. We can just go for a Spiky Shield. And with Trick Room stalled out, this should be a little bit easier. Play Rough into the Spiky Shield, you get a little bit of damage. That is nice, and now the Leech Seed is taking you out. but we get so much damage here from everything that is happening. And now I think Mawile will try to come in. But still we could get off a Leech Seed here on the Mawile, for example. But still the Mawile is a problem. And the Curse. Without the Curse I would be super happy. Let's see. We do our best. I love to see crazy sets like that. Mawile, as expected, comes out. We could just stall out the Trick Room here. Clicking Spiky Shield once more. The problem is if Sucker Punch is enough for Delphox, then I don't have any chance to win. I think we just Spiky Shield here and hoping it does not go for a Swords Dance on this turn here. Because then I have to stall out the Sucker Punches. Let's see. Spiky Shield. Oh, doesn't work twice, right? Play Rough coming out, and this is a dead Chesnaught. Dead as heck. We could try to stall a little bit with the Sucker Punches. We have the Trick Room going out. I think. Let's directly go Delphox here. I will protect turn 1 and start Sucker Punching Mind Games. That is what we are doing. We hope we can get it on the wrong feet. We go for a Protect here. Checking out if it goes for a Sucker Punch. These 1 versus 1 battles can be so crazy. Going for that Protect. And I think we see that Sucker. No, Rock Slide. Okay. Just seeing Rock Slide. No Sucker Punch here. Then I will directly risk Heat Wave. I mean, Heat Wave is not the best option in a single battle. I know that for sure. It was for a double battle. Because of that, we have a 10% chance to miss. Let's see. Do we see a Sucker Punch now? No Sucker Punch, which is awesome. And the Heat Wave should be easily enough to take out Mawile. That works perfectly. Critical hits, doesn't matter. Our Mega Starter here is so crazy in terms of the special attack. And now we have Basculegion, which is a problem for sure. And we don't have Chesnaught. That is a problem. Double Aqua Jet and we are done. No Aqua Jet here. We are going for a Psychic. That is a problem. Last Respects comes out and Delphox goes down to that. Still, best choice going for that Psychic. Nothing else could have helped us here. And now we have the Greninja. Now we have to hope that we don't see an Aqua Jet here. If not, yeah, everything comes down to that. We just go for the Dark Pulse. No Mind Games needed. If it's Scarfed, it should be faster than us. No, we see just the Aqua Jet. And props to our opponent. That is the loss for us. Greninja goes down and we need a second try. There we go with our second opponent, and we hope this time it goes a little bit better. I actually think that Diggersby looks insanely good in that matchup overall. I think it is so strong in so many different matchups here. But I also think Chesnaught is great. Chesnaught is also awesome against a lot of stuff. We have to take care of the Cerulege. How good is Delphox actually? Delphox is not the best choice here. Because of that, I think we go without a Mega Pokemon. Going Greninja, Diggersby and Chesnaught here. And hope for the best. Actually, Diggersby as the start here shouldn't be too bad against most cases. Oh, our opponent is on a 5-win streak. We only get the crazy opponents. We get Starmie here as our first problem. Diggersby comes out and now we have different options. We could just go U-turn here, which is a super effective move, but the strongest option we actually have is Mega Kick. I doubt that Mega Kick will be enough, but the problem is if I switch out, I could go Greninja for example, right? Yeah, I could U-turn going to Greninja. I think we should outspeed here all the time. And we will see a liquidation or something like that into us. Because of that, I think the U-turn should be fine. We outspeed with the Scarf. This is great damage, actually, but I don't think a Mega Kick would have handled the Mega Starmie here. That means going into Greninja here is our option. Greninja coming out with the Life Orb. I hope we will see a liquidation. No, it's a Surf Special. Starmie is nothing that I expected to see, but I'm not too unhappy to see that, to be honest. Now, what will he go for? The last move. It won't go for Surf twice. I mean, I could just go back into Diggersby here. Everything other... I mean, if he goes double Surf, that wouldn't be clever. So let's go Diggersby once again. I think we will see... what do we see? I don't know, actually. Starmie switches. This is not bad. This is not bad. Our Kalodon comes in. This is what I like to see, because in that scenario, does he anything... Is there anything on his team that can take an Earthquake? No. That means we are completely free to click Earthquake from here. That is great. This is so good news. Just going for that Earthquake here. I'm not sure if we can take out our Kalodon. Nah, we can't. Sadly, because we're Jolly, not Adamant. But that Jolly nature gives us the chance to outspeed things like a Mega Starmie, for example. Dragon Pulse should be fine, we live that. Diggersby is a chunky little digger, to be honest. A chunky little one, taking that Dragon Pulse, going for that Earthquake, taking out a Kalodon, which looks great, by the way, now. Yeah, everything looks very good. Mega Starmie is dead to the next attack of Diggersby, so we have to be careful if we need our Diggersby or not. Starmie comes out, I mean, we outspeed every day of the week. That means Earthquake, once again. We were faster, we are faster. Taking out Starmie with that next Earthquake. What is the last one? Maybe King Gambit. King Gambit can be difficult to deal with. No, Cerulege it is. Cerulege is the last one. Is there anything I have to keep in mind? Yeah, I mean, weak armor would be a problem. Do I really want to let that happen? Actually, I don't, right? I want to break a Focus Sash all the time. Because you will just go for a Bitter Blade, I think. Yeah, Bitter Blade. We should live one. We do. That is very, very close. But we live. Oh no, we see a Life Orb. That is actually fine then. If it's a Life Orb, that is fine. Then the switch in Chesnaught was not necessary at all. But still, it's okay. Not taking any unnecessary risk. We are going for a spiky shield here. Just getting a little bit of chip on the Cerulege here with the Bitter Blade, which is connecting to us. But then we could have just stayed in. But most of the Ceruleges actually have a Focus Sash, going down to the Focus Sash, activating the ability Weak Armor. And with Weak Armor, this battle can look pretty devastating for us. We try double spiky shield, a bit unnecessary to stall like that. I never get the double protects, but only getting it here when you really don't need it. But we get some chip here on the Cerulege. Leftovers actually helps him more than us, because Bitter Blade giving him the HP back. But now let's just go for a Leech Seed here. I mean, it could be... No, it couldn't be. It can't be scary from here. Just bringing in Diggersby one more time and everything is done. There we go. Our opponent goes for a Poltergeist, getting a ton of damage here against our Chesnaught, getting it out. And now from here it is totally easy. We could go into both of our Pokemon. I think, yeah, let's give it to Diggersby, because that's the battle of the Diggersby. Not having the chance using that guy too often, but being so happy seeing him doing so much work for us. Just getting off that Earthquake. And still it was the right play. Going out, not risking anything, getting that little bit of chip damage with Spiky Shield to break a potential Focus Sash is always the win condition here. And now it's just the last Earthquake of the Diggersby. Cerulege goes down, and with 2 tries, we have our win in the single battle format here as well. I love that brand new format here on the Versus Network so much. If you also love it, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We have regular episodes of this here, winning 1 battle in the single department and 1 in the double department. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to leave your ideas for the next team in the comments down below. Maybe a character team, maybe a team of Ashcatcher, maybe a mono fire type team, whatever you can think about. Everything is possible here on the Versus Network. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see everybody of you soon here on the Versus Network. Goodbye, guys.